The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.
I love gold!
Welcome everybody to the newest episode of Pillow Talk. We are recording, as we always do, from our king-size bed here in beautiful South Florida. It's your boy Franklin, Bug TV Franklin. I'm always getting myself into some situations, and who do I gotta call to bail me out here?
You gotta call the bad boy of the bail bond biz himself. I am Uncle Howard. I guess we're now saying our Twitter names in our intro.
I'm sorry.
Miata guy for you. No, let's just do it. Hey,
Yeah.
we're influencers. We're on social media. You can find me on a number of registries and also mugshot repositories.
That's true. You know, I like to think the moment we say our Twitter handles, people get a pen and pad right there, like, oh no, I gotta write this down. This is important information.
I better remember this one. Let's fill them in on our Twitter handles a few times during the show.
Jesus Christ, no. Anyways.
Intermittently. I'm Miata guy for you.
No. Anyways, this is Pillow Talk. We are back. I'm glad to be back with you, Uncle Howard. This is, we're going to go into our own State of the Union. There's one going on with the big bozo on TV. It's like, hey, is Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey back? Because there's a clown on the TV right now.
Yeah, it looks, you know what I thought was very funny is I've seen people now and they call him Trump, but they lowercase the T and capitalize the R, calling him Rump. Now that's funny stuff.
That is funny stuff. Imagine if he saw that, he would wig out.
He
like
would.
That big old wig on his head right
He
there.
would be apoplectic.
I don't even know what that means.
No one does.
As always, to new fans out there, we record this live from our king-size bed, the bed me and my uncle share. You know, we live in a house with very few rooms. We just have a bed, we share it, we wrestle around, and anything goes here. We like to create a no-rules atmosphere like Outback Steakhouse.
No rules, no rooms, and no kangaroos.
Correct.
We've had some very bad kangaroo issues in the past, and we learned from our mistakes, something a lot of other podcasts out there can't say.
That's true. You know what? We own up to what we've done with illegal boxing and foxy boxing and
Foxy Roo boxing, where we had a fox, a American red fox, get in the ring with a kangaroo, and it did not go well for the fox. I'm sorry to say there's a distinct size advantage for a kangaroo.
But anyways, we've learned from our mistakes, and as always, before bed, me and my Uncle Howard, we like to snuggle up, and it's not very cold here in South Florida. Oh, that's a cat. Is that a cat burger?
That's one of the kangaroos we've got here.
As always, me and my Uncle Howard like to watch a good film before going to bed.
Not a movie.
A
film.
film. We are intellectuals.
This is a smart podcast.
And I picked one of the smartest movies. This is like if the Avengers had a fedora and a little pipe and a monocle, this would be it. It's called The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, m'lady. Now, I don't remember much about this movie, but I do know for one thing it's smart because you have an ensemble cast of Shane West, who's appearing on Gotham tonight. So get your
keep an eye out
VCRs.
for that.
Get your VCRs ready. Shane West, you owe us for the free plug, you balding nerd. Anyways, my movie is The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Why? It's the Avengers with class. You have an invisible man. Do the Avengers have an invisible man? How could Thanos stop somebody he can't see? You got, who else do you have in here?
He never even tried to.
No. Who else do you have in this? You have Sean Connery. Playing himself.
Lord Sean Connery.
So he's the one assembling the team of extraordinary gentlemen. I imagine he gives them all fedoras, teaches them how to speak to women, and maybe they get rejected a lot by women, and that's why they form this this super group, and they'll hopefully get attention from babes like most good guys with fedoras do who call themselves gentlemen. So that's my movie. I don't have a lot of details on it, but again, it just seems really smart.
It's very smart. Most of the characters are based on books. And books, yeah, but guess what? Some of these books are cool.
Cool books.
Like Sean Connery, this character is a book, and Sean Connery is pretty cool, right?
He is pretty cool, but you know what? I can't vouch for when he insults Alex Trebek.
That's true. He goes way
beyond.
way
too far.
He did, but he also was in Rising Sun with Wesley Snipes.
Oh, okay. Well, that is pretty cool, but that's not based off a book. That's based off real life.
That was a true story.
That's true.
When you mentioned the Avengers with class, I couldn't help but deviate from my originally planned film.
Okay.
And I've picked a movie that I haven't seen yet, but I know exists, called The Avengers.
The Avengers with Uma Thurman?
With Uma Thurman and Ralph Fiennes. That's
correct.
correct.
Those are my Avengers right there.
Now,
those are my Avengers.
You know who else is in it?
Who else?
Sean Connery.
Oh my God, a double Sean Connery. Look, if you look up the Avengers 1998, let me show you what this poster has. 2 lightning bolt strikes. The Tower of London on fire.
How
you got
cool
a car
is that?
here. It says saving the world in style. Okay.
You got Uma Thurman in a suit that would put the Black Widow to shame.
It's skin tight, baby. In the background, you got some bozo ass car. It's not a Miata. Who cares? I don't. But you got this guy in a suit here, pork pie hat, and an umbrella, which I bet turns into a weapon. Does it turn into a weapon?
It turns into a machine gun.
Nice. Oh, that's a lot better than all that Stark tech. Oh, I have nanotech. Hey guys, nanotech.
If you see Iron Man coming at you, you think, uh-oh, this guy's up to something.
Yeah, you shoot him. Dude, in real life, you have a gun.
If you see a guy with an umbrella, you think, hey, that guy over there's got an umbrella.
There's a common Joe.
Common Joe, just
Don't
like
have to
me.
worry about him.
But guess what? He's actually a member of the Kingsmen or something.
The Kingsmen. No, this is the Avengers. I believe this is the prequel to the Kingsmen. This is the prequel. Yeah. I didn't even know that. So Channing Tatum and the other guy, who the first Avenger,
Han Solo.
No, not Han Solo. I forgot his name in the Kingsmen. I mean, that movie right there, smart as hell.
Taron Egerton.
Is it Egerton? Is it Elgerton? Is it Ansel Elgort?
It's Ansel Elgort. That's what I was saying.
It's Ansel Elgerton is his full name.
That's his full name.
He's one of the Kingsmen. Then Channing Tatum's in the sequel. And they're just smart movies, you know. And they fall under the Avengers initiative.
The verse.
Yes. So with Sean Connery, he's just right in the middle of that lightning storm too. Now, is he a Dormammu figure where he's just the size of a world, or is he human size and for some reason they made him bigger in this poster?
He's a guy with a very big personality, and sometimes a big personality can fill up the room.
I'm using this for our preview photo, by the way.
I think you should.
It's a dope ass poster, and they are my Avengers. Okay?
It's legitimately really cool.
It is pretty damn cool. Like, honestly, like, what does the Avengers Infinity War poster have? It's a bunch of stuff. Nobody knows what's going on.
It's got every single character that's been in any movie ever since time immemorial, pretty much.
Boring.
Whereas the Avengers 1998 poster has Ralph Fiennes, Uma Thurman, and Sean Connery. That's all you need on any movie poster.
Sean Connery is huge. He's like Dormammu in Doctor Strange. I don't know if you've seen that Uncle Howard.
I didn't see it. I've been banned from seeing doctors for a year.
But you could watch this on Netflix, though. This is not a real... You could watch Scrubs, too.
Oh, I only watch Netflix originals these days.
You're a Netflix originals guy. Everything else there's pointless. It's taking up space.
They say 13 Reasons Why. I say 13 Reasons Why Not.
I did see 13 Reasons Why. It's it's like Degrassi, but too edgy.
Very, very funny.
It's not that funny.
It's a very funny show.
There's a kid with like a camera who like takes photos of the girl who eventually takes her life, and he's kind of a
To
creepy
the
perv.
movies.
Yeah, no.
Oh, he's a regular guy.
He's a regular guy who gets persecuted in school. I can't watch that. Like, it's like, oh, this hits too close to home. A
That
horn
is-
dog with good intentions.
that
Good
is-
intentions,
That
persecuted.
is triggering.
It is triggering. It is triggering. They have like a long 2-minute intro per episode where they say, "Hey, we're not glorifying suicide here. It is not cool, you guys." Because I guess there was some confusion from the first season where people thought it was cool.
That's been a very common issue with teenagers since at least the 80s, where they just love to think suicide is cool. And that is why our teenagers are dying off at a more rapid rate than they ever have before.
That's right. That's right. And
They're an
I don't
endangered
like it.
species.
They are. Yeah, they are. And when they're in Mr. Lombardo's class, they're even more endangered species because you don't cross the teach. I'm just joshing. I love the students. I like to teach them all and give them, heartfelt lessons.
How often do you sit backwards in your chair?
This is an important question, Uncle Howard. I am glad you asked this. So I have to pick my opportunities here where I do it because I don't want to. Because when I'm getting up and helping people, it takes away from my time. But normally with the obnoxious middle school kids who I know aren't going to do anything, I kick my feet up so they know. Like it's a dominance thing. Not a dominance thing. It was like, okay, I'm just showing them, look, I'm relaxed and cool, and I'm in control. Look how in control I am. My feet are up here.
You're saying, hey, no need to be on edge, fellas. Everything's under control.
I'm like Rod Belding. You remember Rod Belding, Mr. Belding's cool brother?
Sure I do. He's a cool guy.
Friend of the show. He was gonna take them on the rapids, whitewater rafting, I should say, and which is kind of suspect. But he bailed on them for a Swedish stewardess that he met, and I thought, wow,
Hard to blame him.
hard to blame him, hard to fault him, and I hope I'm one day in the same situation, in every sense of and literally in the same situation. So, hate to confess, I'm a horn dog, folks. What can I do about it? Is that a crime?
It's not, and in fact, horn dogs are, as we've discussed, the most persecuted class in America today.
I didn't want to say it. But I face it every day when I work, and I want to talk to the hot coworkers. It's like they know, but they don't know because I haven't been that much of a creep. So how could they know? They don't. The answer is they don't.
You've been forced to hide your creepiness.
Absolutely.
That is unfair. But would we ever?
But they still treat me like I'm a creep.
Would we ever say that a person of a certain other organization or grouping or mindset should hide who they are? No.
Funny, huh? Funny. So much for the tolerant left, huh?
Yeah, it looks like there's a double standard in place. And
Anyways, Howard.
all you're asking is that there be some double D's in place.
Ooh. That's the motorboat. The engine's revving on the motorboat.
Very nice.
Twins.
Oh,
Twins.
that's what I call a dual cam 4 on the floor.
Oh, man. So this is the podcast. This is the only podcast that has an open invitation to both Fuck Jerry and Michael Richards, but also we're not for nanas, but we're definitely for twins, baby. Yeah.
That's right. But if the nanas are a twin, no.
No. Ooh. Oh, no. How about no? Hello. Hello. It's Dr. Evil. I've done some remodeling, everybody. I've done some remodeling. Uncle Howard. Down low.
No.
Down low. Trust me.
Okay.
Trust me.
Okay.
Too slow. Back, Macarena. I've done some remodeling of your room. Do you like it?
No.
You don't like the new king-sized bed?
I don't like that it's in the middle of this conference table, so you wake us up all night when you and Frau Farbissina are laughing it up and...
Me and number 2 need meetings, and you don't pay rent. You're living under my room and board, Howie.
Who does
Howie
number
knew.
2 work for?
Whoa, he works for me. As do you, Howie. Deal with it. New king-size bed. in the middle of my conference room. You're just gonna have to deal with it, or else you could get greeted by my sharks with friggin' lasers. All right, Dr. Evil, we're fine with the setup. We're fine with the setup. So I didn't want to announce it just yet, but since we have a hard time getting paper money, since somebody spends it on live Jasmine tokens.
Somebody once spent a live Jasmine token on a picture of a dog.
Wow.
It was an accident.
Oh, God, man. That took a creepy turn.
It wasn't a sexual picture of a dog. It was a famous dog. It was an autographed 8x10 of Air Bud.
Well, it's going up in value, huh? It's an investment.
They say how a car depreciates when you drive it off the lot. A picture of Air Bud appreciates.
Oh, well done. Well done. You know, I have been talking to a babe on Twitter who's selling nudies for 50 smackers, and you don't give me any paper money to take to the bank so I could send it to her.
Well, that's
a double standard.
You're right, that is a double standard. I guess it's because her nudies probably don't appreciate in value significantly.
Oh my God. So now we're only getting nudes or celebrity autographs? This is the new currency?
The only thing I will buy is if it DHV, demonstrates higher value.
Jesus Christ. And Air Bud Autograph does that?
That's right.
Oh, God.
I've opened many sets with my autographed 8x10 of Air Bud.
I once brought a Murder, She Wrote 8x10 of, what's her name?
Angela Lansbury.
I brought it to a Ring of Honor show, and I kept holding it up. They had first row, and there's just a lot of perplexed looks. So I brought it to a bar with me, and I was with Bert and a few others. And it actually did open some sets, but I wasn't really able to close. One woman was just mean. She was like, how many women do you try to talk to with that stupid photo? And it's like, wow.
Oh, women have an ability to be mean that is unparalleled by any other of the genders or non-genders or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah. I don't want the persecution of being a gay man, but I do like the maybe perhaps some of the openness from talking to some thugs.
Franklin, can I please reintroduce you to the world of pansexuality, where everyone is an option and no one can get offended by you?
You know what? That's the pervert's loophole, and one day I'm going to figure it out. But not today. We have to answer fan questions.
Oh, God damn.
You mean, I think our fans are good people. They're tremendous. They're so well informed, and they know just like us what's happening in Venezuela.
Yeah, well, then that is the important thing, and I would like to remind everybody that we continue to keep an eye on things in Venezuela, and all we can say is that events continue to unfold there,
and not in a good way.
No,
not good events like WrestleMania or
probably,
the Olympics.
I mean, I don't want to say they're not good because
They may be good for some.
I know facts, but I don't always know analysis. So when I say it's good, what I mean is for some people, but maybe not for others.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, that's enough on Venezuela. We don't need to dig our own holes.
No further questions.
No further questions. The first question, I don't even understand it, man. And this guy, I mean, no wonder I thought. I'm not afraid of I confused him thinking he was a black gentleman, and now he's asking me why was Mims so hot. So off a quick Google search, I'm sorry, Bing search.
Wait, I think I know what this question refers to now.
My thing is, is it a Zach Braff thing from Scrubs? That's what Bing's showing me.
Isn't Mims the guy who did the This Is Why I'm Hot?
Oh man. Okay, so what I have here is a tribute video to Scrubs, to This Is Why I'm Hot.
Okay, well,
yeah,
he finally was able to make a question that somehow we'd want to talk about, but we're going to talk about Scrubs instead.
No, I why is he hot? I don't know, but I just found a music video of mostly JD and Turk from the Scrubs, and it's him in his underwear, and they're just walking around with the dead dog or whatever that they have in the house.
Hell if I know.
The
Never saw it.
taxidermy. You never saw Scrubs, really?
No. I
Really? For a man who ran a few underground
Remember, I'm forbidden from seeing doctors.
from talking to doctors. Okay, fair enough. You're forbidden from getting medical advice from a sitcom.
Yeah, I've taken their
You and that
advice
judge.
before.
You and that judge have an interesting outlook on things.
Well, he's looking out for my best interest. You gotta admit.
Yeah, that's undisputed. So
I
yeah.
believe in the song he states, "I'm hot 'cause I'm fly."
You ain't 'cause you're not.
Something like that, or I'm
Whoa,
fly.
was he saying we're not fly?
Yeah, fuck this
Fuck is
guy?
this guy? Fuck
Yeah,
this guy.
Fuck off, Mims.
Fuck
Enemy
off,
of the
Mims.
show.
Mims. Like Chris Mims, LA Lakers star? No, thank you.
Yeah, get out
No,
of here.
thank you.
Yeah,
No.
no Mims.
No Mims. But you know what? Teacher didn't ask us about things that aren't family friendly. This is a family friendly show, except for obviously one particular member of the family, the Nana, the Meemaw, whatever crazy names white people think of.
The Noni, the Nona.
My Nona.
Hey, it's my Noni over here.
Is that what Angela from Who's the Boss was?
Yeah, she was a
Noni?
Nona.
She was a Nona?
She was a Mona.
She was a Mona was the old one.
Yeah, Mona the Nona.
Is Mona from Who's the Boss?
Yeah,
Is Mona from Who's the Boss alive? Yes or no? Answer fast.
No.
No. You know something I don't?
No, I have no idea.
Let's see. Mona from Who's the Boss,
I suspect
played by
she was
Katherine
murdered.
Hellman. Okay. She is alive at 89 years old.
She's gonna be murdered any day.
She's alive.
May
Oh my God.
May
Way
she
to
get-
go, Mona.
Yeah, Mona, you are a powerful Italian woman through and through.
Way to go, Mona, man. Mission accomplished. That's she made it to the finish line.
Mona, mo.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway.
Next question.
Yeah, thank God.
Friend of the show, Jordan Haas, who you recently appeared on his show. I recently appeared on. I had a great time. We watched I Love Money season 4.
Wonderful show.
What did you watch of him?
Cash Cab.
Cash Cab. Hey, didn't Jumpin' Jim? Wasn't he on there?
He was. He was
And
the
he-
person who was kicked off before they even asked a single
He
question.
pulled out his dick or some
He
shit.
pulled out his dick. He tried
God.
to fuck Ben Bailey.
Ain't gonna suck itself, huh? That's by Jumpin' Jim. God.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Thank you. Yeah, I am a pro, man. Maybe I should learn how to do voices, and I could perfect them someday.
Yeah.
Who knows?
it could be.
Let's see. His question is, hi, I'm Jordan. I have a game show podcast. Just wondering, whatever happened to MTV's Singled Out? Now, Uncle Howard, can you answer the rumors? Were you one of the 30 guys that that had to be dragged out of that show or something?
I
When they had the guys in front of behind Jenny McCarthy and
Yeah.
they asked to ask a question and then whoever answered a certain way has to leave or whatever.
I actually was not involved in that show. I was the person who gave them the inspiration to cast the fat cigar smoking Cupid guy, though.
Wow, you learn something new every day.
I don't resemble that guy physically in any way, but they did think that we brought a similar vibe to the table. However, due to a number of restraining orders I had at the time, I could not appear on that show. And they went with the second best thing, the fat Cupid.
Fair enough. Yeah, I remember Fat Cupid. I remember Eric Matthews from Boy Meets World was on Singled Out. And,
Va va voom.
yeah, right. That's a stud. That's a textbook stud.
That's a hunk.
Yeah, that's a hunk right there. That's not a chunk, That's a hunk.
No, that's not a chud. That's a stud.
Yeah. So, why was MTV Singled Out? Whatever happened to it?
I think
geez.
everybody went on to really good things.
Yeah, everybody seems to be a class act from that show.
Yeah, so
Jenny McCarthy, Chris Hardwick.
Jenny McCarthy is one of the foremost scientific minds of our time. She's like Michio Kaku is married to Jane Goodall and was the same person. So
And
she's
Chris
doing good.
Hardwick.
And Chris Hardwick, I believe,
Has
was
one of the best
late-
Funko Pop collections out there.
Yeah, it's awe-inspiring.
Jesus Christ. Can you imagine, like, sleeping with that dude and, like, you have all these eyes on you of his little Funko Pops of, like, whatever nerd shit he left fucking Walking Dead.
How come they always make movies where a like lady's porcelain doll comes alive to
Right.
be scary, but they never make a movie where Funko Pops come alive?
Right? That would be equally
What
terrifying.
was that movie, like Annabelle or something, with the
don't know.
doll that came alive and just kind of like was scary? And there was that movie The Boy about a doll.
Yeah, who needed to, like, do his morning routine, too.
Yeah,
And like, no.
They should make a movie called like The 11th Doctor Who or something.
Oh, God. There are so many bad Funkos out there. Yeah, it would definitely be
the
11
other
Doctor
day-
Who.
The other day, I had occasion to be hanging out in one of the local drugstores.
Yeah.
And that was in their toy section, and I noticed all of their Funko Pops they had for sale. And I thought to myself, what sad son of a bitch is buying their Funko Pops at
Walgreens.
CVS? Yeah.
You know what? Guilty as charged. I have a black droid that I initially read about.
Wait.
Was-
You don't see race. How do you know?
It's a black droid. It's all black. What do you want me to say? It's a black droid. I love.
Let's not bring that into this.
I saw a droid. I remember hearing about Rogue One. There's supposed to be like kind of like an evil R2-D2 that they never really ran with, and I guess because that so much of that movie got on the cutting room floor.
They
and
had
I
it-
bought
they-
one there. I bought the black. I'm sorry. I bought a droid, an Imperial droid Funko from there. I actually have 5, and I'm like, you know what? I think I'm good here. Like, this is too much. This is like I worked from home at the time, so it's like I needed something cute.
Wasn't there an evil R2D2 in The Last Jedi?
Evil BB-8. It was BB-9E.
Oh, that's right.
And it like zoomed in, and it was like, oh.
It was a snitch.
It was a snitch. That guy was a snitch, man. Like,
He was like, uh-oh, those guys shouldn't be here.
yeah, he was essentially the, how would you say, the lady. He's a meme of the lady at the black barbecue.
Yeah, the Stacy or whatever. Barbecue
I don't know the
Becky.
names. Barbecue Becky. That's who that was. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. See, we have some of us have fond memories of Last Jedi. It's not
Yeah,
all-
I liked it.
Yeah, so did I. What the hell, man? People so angry all the time. But anyways,
Laura Dern never looked more radiant.
Laura Dern and Poe had some sexual tension. That was... Yeah.
Everyone in Laura Dern had some sexual
Yeah, that's
tension.
true. I mean, Jesus.
She
Pitching
was-
a tent right there. You know, I
She
wasn't out in the woods.
She was bringing it to everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, you might have been confused that you were at a camping goods store just because of the tent I was pitching.
That's right. It
That's-
looked like a 4-man weatherproof tent.
Next question comes from Oh Boy Oh Bert, friend of the show, friend in
Friend.
real life.
Hey, all right.
Yeah. If the feds were about to raid your home, what would be the first piece of evidence you would try to destroy? Bert, is this a threat or a promise?
I don't.
'Cause
know. I don't. First of all, I don't like the implication.
Yeah, I don't like the implication. Just because they were
it's-
here last week?
Yeah,
Where the police was? I mean, no.
all of it. And you think I have something to hide from the feds? I would never admit to that on a podcast.
Yeah, on a podcast. That's right. No.
Hey, feds, I got nothing to hide. You know what? The only thing that I would hide from the feds would be I would hide a mess. I would try to tidy everything up so when they come over, they come
give
to
'em
a
some
nice, clean house.
And serve them some lemonade.
Yeah.
You know what I would hide? Any bad manners and any spills and messes out there for sure.
That's
That's what
right.
I would hide from them. Yeah, and my laptop. But no. Yeah. Maybe he means the feds like the WWF, the World Wrestling Federation.
Oh, if the
that makes
WWF,
sense.
if the WWF wrestlers came to my house,
Yeah.
the
Those
number
burly hunks and babes, like,
the number one thing I would have to hide from any of them would be my championship belt, because I know they would try very hard to get it away from me.
they would. They would.
Those
Yeah, they're
guys
not
are
taking-
always fighting for belts.
You know, those rough house guys would come in here and they would throw a party, and it would be too much. I would hate for the World Wrestling Federation talent to come in here with a boom box and they're just drinking out, you know, or Mike's Hard Lemonades, You know, they would make a mess. Those guys are slobs.
Those guys are animals. They're not welcome here any day.
No. You hear that, Brian, Nasty Boy Knobs, and
You hear that,
Bushwhacker
Hillbilly
Luke?
Jim?
Yeah, not invited here. Not invited. Next question. Okay, let's see. Pipefitters Local 69, Ship Roll.
My son.
Your son, your baby boy. My boy. That's Jim Ross impression.
Oh,
Okay.
of course.
My boy. Who is worse, Michael Richards or Virginia Governor Ralph Northam? Jeez, what did Michael Richards do?
Well, all I know is that both of them had viable proof that they did something bad, but both of them told us it wasn't bad. So, and we know that we have to believe somebody when they tell us a thing.
Normally, but now this guy wasn't sure if he was in blackface or the Klan outfit. You know what? That's premeditated. Michael Richards dropping N-bombs over
that was
Baghdad.
a crime of passion.
Yeah, I mean it was spontaneous. It shocked me. You know, it shocked me.
It shocked you.
But that was premeditated. To put on blackface and to find a Klan outfit, which I don't even know how. That was not a bedsheet type scenario. That was store-bought or from a friend of the family. So
Bought from the Klan store.
bought from the Klan store. You know, they had the store where you buy scrubs. You know.
Yeah, uniforms plus or whatever.
Uniforms plus, right? When there's a hurricane here, that was rated pretty bad actually.
Yeah.
it's like, damn, dude, shit.
It's like everyone just wants comfy crap.
Right? I'm no Superman. What can I tell you?
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, you hated that. So obviously, I would say Ralph Northam if I had to choose. Howard.
I will say Ralph Northam only because although he's denied that he's racist,
Which is big.
it isn't funny enough yet to believe.
No, it's not. It really is. And at least, I mean, I'm not saying Michael Richards was funny. He's a frail weakling now. Have you seen him?
No,
Like,
what happened to him?
TMZ was just like, what do you think of Harriet Tubman being on the $50 bill? Like, trying to bait him? It's
Yeah.
like, oh, that's great. Like, hey, what do you think of President Trump? It's like, oh, he needs to relax. It's like, they're like, what's with all the angry white men? It's like, you'd have to ask all the angry white men. You know, what can I tell you? He's a defeated man. Like, even if he is racist, like, he's harmless now. Like, this is a shell of a man, you know?
May he rest in peace.
Yeah, may he rest in peace. I mean, I don't want to make it seem like I'm vouching too hard for him. That's like, I know it's suspect in general and people do that, but I don't, again, I think he's a moron, you know?
You
There's
think
a
he's
lot of
just-
racist people. It's a big issue, but him, I don't know. I think he's an idiot.
Northam is, or
Northam is, yeah.
Yeah.
Not Michael Richards. Michael Richards is intellectual.
Michael Richards is just, he's had enough, and
He's had enough. He's sick of it.
yeah, he wanted to shock you.
He's shot. Hey, mission accomplished.
Yeah,
You can't say he didn't. You know, you can't say Michael Richards didn't shock you.
Yeah.
And when he said this shocks you, he wasn't lying.
you
so
were
when he
shocked.
when he says the strangest thing is I'm not even a racist, I have
That-
to believe he's not. He's telling. He's not lying.
He proved the point when he said
proved
this
the point.
shocks you.
And then he proved another
So,
point when he says
I'm
the
not
strangest thing is he's not even a racist. Next question. Okay, this is from our boy Croat DF. Maybe he was trying to put Crow DTF. He's a
Oh,
hunk, right? Like
that-
he's like a burly dude. He's like a
He's
that's
like
a hunk.
he looks like a man who knows where a crankshaft is.
He looks like a man who can, and I don't say this lightly, can take down Big Chungus in a fight.
No one could take down.
He could take. You know, they could take down Big Chungus.
No, sorry, Croat.
DF. Good man. He asked, this is the, okay, let's see. Is it true Uncle Howard ran security for Buffett shows in the 70s? And then he says, time for BDA Boys Mike Mitchell, to visit the bed. Oh, we got plenty of space for Mike Mitchell, but he's going to have to make some space over at the Senor Frogs when I go on Doughboys, but
Okay, first of all, we'll get into that a little bit.
okay.
Second
You
of
want to
all,
answer this question? The Buffett show?
the
Did you
Buffett
run
show in the
security?
70s, I was, as has been established a number of times, even though I was present at a lot of times during history in the 20th century in particular, especially as it pertained to wounding war heroes.
And hanging out with DB Cooper.
And hanging out with D.B. Cooper. I am, who also is our father.
Will's ours, our dad, yeah.
Yeah, I am also only 26 years old, so
So how
was,
could he do?
How could I possibly have been at a Buffett show? That doesn't
That's
make any
true.
sense.
I mean, you're a burly dude, I suppose, in your own right. You could run security. I mean,
I've run security at some shows, but I always do the biggest shows of all, like the
WrestleMania.
the Davos meeting in Switzerland, Art Basel in Miami.
fuck you.
I'm there every week, keeping out the chuds.
Art Basel's like once in the month, man.
There's one that you know about, everybody.
Oh, okay. Anyways, I can't answer this question, but we've been trying to break into. There's a Margaritaville resort actually in Hollywood, Florida. Me and Uncle Howard banned from there, but hopefully we one day get unbanned. You know, in the meantime, all we have is Wonder Woman Island and Temptation Island, right?
That's right. And being banned from the Margaritaville is funny because some people say there's a woman to blame. And in this case, a woman is definitely to blame for us getting banned from the Margaritaville resort.
Whoever ratted you out for public urination is to blame. Yeah,
It was
and
the
it happened
woman
to
that
be
I had urinated on by accident.
Could have gotten away with it too if you just hadn't pissed on her, I suppose.
Yeah, well,
The one fault in your plan.
it was. I wasn't expecting someone to be in the chaise lounge that I wanted to piss on.
Preemptive treatment for jellyfish sting was our alibi,
Yeah.
and we stand by it. We stand by it. Gosh darn
It
it!
kept us out of prison, but it also kept us out of Margaritaville.
Unfortunately, yeah. Double-edged sword, like Darth Maul's lightsaber. Double-edged lightsaber.
May he rest in peace.
Yeah. Now he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. But
Because it
twist.
happened a long time ago.
Okay, right. No, but twist. You saw Solo, right?
I didn't finish it, but I know he's alive.
Jesus
in a robot
Christ,
body.
Howard.
It was
Get the-
too confusing.
You're a bozo.
There was too many double crosses taking
Too many
place.
double crosses. Your life has been nothing but double crosses. How you of all people should understand this?
As soon as Lando and Han were playing poker, I didn't know who was playing the other for a fool.
Yeah, that means it's a smart film.
It was too smart for me.
Smart for you. That's not too hard to pull off.
I need
buddy.
to take my alpha brain before I watch Solo.
Damn. Yeah, good call there. Never can have enough alpha brain to chuck at Joe Rogan's house. Oh, did I say Joe Rogan? Yeah, 'cause he's bald as a cue ball. Anyways.
Carmichael.
Next one here. We got, what is it? Hildbingen? How do you say that?
I don't know.
Comma.
Hildbingen.
Hild, I mean, is the V like a U, like for like Andrew, like W, like for Weber or whatever?
Andrew W.K.
Andrew, okay.
We have a
so
question from Andrew W.K.
Okay, yeah. Hildby Bingen is, have you or your nephew ever been invested in a reality TV show? Well, again, a cheap plug for Jordan Haas's podcast. I actually go deep into I Love Money and my fandom with that. I tried out for I Love New York too, as most people know, and that's, as Nick Weiger's, that's a shoot, by the way. Oh, Nick Weiger, that's a shoot. Hey, that's a shoot. That's my Weiger. Thank you very much.
That was pretty good, actually.
Yeah, right. Thank you. Okay, I lost it. But
No,
anyways,
I was so close.
it's still pretty close, right? Still pretty close. Nice guy. Can't wait to share a footlong with him and go to Subway. But yeah, I've been invested in basically all the Rock of Loves. Rock of Love 1, 2, and El Wawa, the bus. What about you, Howard?
Well, I have heavily gotten recently into 90 Day Fiancé.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I was looking at it as a viable business strategy for myself. Now, the concept of 90 Day Fiancé is largely that attractive women from other countries are preying upon American chuds to get them an American citizenship.
Right.
Well, what I was thinking was America isn't in a great shape this day. It's never been worse than it is right now. So I thought I would reverse 90 Day Fiance myself and marry a girl in Colombia or the Philippines.
Yeah, and get some change. Maybe we could get some of this Doctor Evil. This place is slowly turning into a Doctor Evil's headquarters.
Yeah.
Silver backgrounds, a lot of leather chairs.
A lot of
like
little golf cart things with a
Little
terrible
golf cart things,
turning
yeah.
radius.
yes, and silver jumpsuit security going
Yeah.
by here on occasion while we're just trying to sleep in bed. It's not convenient. So yeah, but no. I need Rock of Love Bus. I've been heavily invested into that. Charm School. The VH1 lineup, my man. And if you want to hear me really dive deep into that, cheap plug for Jordan Haas's podcast, Game Shows, I suppose. Listen to my episode. Maybe Uncle Howard's next week as well, I guess.
I don't know when mine airs, but keep an eye out for it. And I wonder, is Game Shows, I suppose, based on the Mighty Mighty Boss Tone song, Someday, I Suppose.
That's the impression I get. Hey.
That was incredible.
All right. Let's see. This one. This is the question I've been looking for this whole fucking time, man. It is such a baller-ass question, and I thought a lot about it. I actually had to take a walk. I'm like, I need to think about this. Mr. Gibson, the man who designed our cover art, by the way. So if you think, oh, that's a dope cover art of Franklin and Uncle Howard with the flashlights and the General and Dr. Evil. Sorry, that was a bad impersonation of him. He's the man. He is the man, and he came up with a great Phantom Thread poster as well with Liam Neeson. And
Oh, yeah, this guy is incredible.
He is a talent. So if you need graphic design stuff, pay him. And then I hope he takes your money. So
And
Mr.
then
Gibson.
pay us, too.
Then pay us some scratch, too.
Finder's fee.
Finder's fee, baby. We're agents now. Hollywood Howard and Big Shot Franklin.
Yeah.
That's right. Give us the cut, and we'll keep the dough.
That's right.
We're opening up a bakery here, Hollywood. We're opening up a bakery. Nothing but dough.
Oh,
Sorry.
I just want to mention that Mike Mitchell is never welcome in the king size bed.
Wow.
He can appear on it, but I want it to be known he's not welcome to appear on it.
Wow. Anyways, that's a heavy thing. Okay, Mr. Gibson asks, if you ran into Verne Troyer in heaven, would he still be the size he was in life or average human size? And if so, how could you tell him apart from Dr. Evil? Now, this question's gotten a lot of attention, and
Yeah, this is a barn burner.
it's a barn burner, How would you tell him apart from Dr. Evil? It's, okay, well, I mean,
Would
do
you
you have...
know my name if I saw you in heaven?
I didn't know that was a song. Is that a Nickelback?
No, that's Eric Clapton. Yeah, he's
Oh,
singing
okay.
after
An
his
actual
poor
singer,
boy
okay.
actually tragically died.
Jesus, that is tragic. So, I say he's a lot like Peter Dinklage in Avengers Infinity War. He'd be larger than life.
Well, he already
Still
was
dwarf.
a larger than life character.
That's right, so he'd be larger than life in heaven.
Yeah, because in heaven, whatever you were in life, you are times 10 in heaven.
That's right.
That's why heaven Hitler's extra bad.
Yeah, and he's extra small, too.
Yeah,
Small.
he's tiny,
Yeah.
but so evil.
He's just a bad little man, He
Yeah.
never had a big heart, so,
Well, it grew 3 sizes smaller in heaven.
Oh, so I think that was the final question, and we got through it, We got through it,
Thank
Howard.
Heavens.
Now I think we like to start the state of the king-size bed, the state of the union of our king-size bed.
I would love to do that, but
All right.
frankly, may I trouble you for a brief reprieve?
What's that mean?
A break for 1 second.
All right, we'll have a break.
This is the great Khali. Keep going, make video pillow talk. Franklin. Uncle Howard, it is not for nanas.
This is Pro Wrestling Dynamo Jumpin' Jim Grabowski, and you're listening to Pillow Talk with Uncle Howard and Franklin, right here on the Joe Rogan Podcast Network. Allegedly.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, the great Kali and Jumpin' Jim Grabowski, for your kind words.
Wow, celebrity fans left and right.
Left and right, from the longest yard and from the Cash Cab separately. I don't think the great Kali would do too well on Cash Cab.
He would do good if the answer was always. "Blah."
Well, I mean, or just I don't think you could even answer questions about the longest yard itself.
No, I don't think.
Name
Do you
two
think-
people who starred in it.
Do you think he
Alexander.
remembers? Do you think he remembers being on the longest yard?
I don't think so. Yes, Adam Sandberg. Okay.
He's kind of a bird brain.
He is kind of a bird. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. We're gonna lose an audience because we
Wait,
made fun of
why?
the great Kali.
Is the great Kali unmakefunnable? He's not like.
Yeah, right.
He's not like.
Fuck,
He's
man.
not like medically ding dong.
Hey, if he was smart enough to hold a WWE World Championship, then how fucking stupid can he be?
Yeah, that's right.
We're the dummies who haven't held that title.
He was the man who took John Cena to the limit.
He did. He did. How many of us can take John Cena to the limit?
Yeah, I'd like to see me try.
Well, you do have a few advantages over Big Match John with your ability of the future time travel and the past. And
That's true,
things
and
of that sort.
my natural vampirism. But
Right,
that-
and your overall source code lifestyle like Jake Gyllenhaal.
yeah, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway,
State of the Union address, people!
state of the bed.
State of the king-size bed. Howard, I don't want this to be a thing where we air too many grievances, but let's start off with the first thing, as we already mentioned. Our home has been renovated by Dr. Evil. Our bed is in the middle of a conference room now, and we don't care much for it, and it's not too appealing to bring back any babes over, and I am not feeling that. So that's a grievance over Dr. Evil. Can we agree on that?
We can't agree. First of all, I would like to say that the speech should begin with the state of the bed is strong.
The state
Now-
of the bed is strong.
Now, with that said, our number one issue is we need to strengthen our borders and kick Dr. Evil out of here.
That's true.
This is our home, not his, and he's treating it like it's his, and that's
We need to build a
wrong.
wall.
We need to build a wall
Yeah.
between
from-
the bedroom and the bathroom so we don't always see what each other are getting up to.
That's true. We really do need a wall between. We just have open borders here. We have just a lot of pillars.
Everyone
Load-bearing
can
pillars.
go anywhere, and it's just ruining everything. Letting I don't know what the complaint is about the borders, so I can't tell you.
Yeah,
what-
me too. You know what? I got Rob Lowe just walking in when I'm trying to watch TNT the other day. How do you think that makes me feel? I'm trying to watch a movie. Rob Lowe's walking by.
I
Feels
have
like a dick.
I have MS13 in here all the time, and then MSNBC right there with them.
You know, we try to host for our friends the MS-13 and have a nice dinner, and then what happens? Dr. Evil has to bring more goons involved, and it's just like,
then it's just a goon party. You can
It's
only have
just a
so
big
many
old party.
goons in one house.
yeah, you can't. So, we agree we need to find a way to oust the doctor, and I have a man who can help us, and he thinks, I don't want to confirm anything, but the general wants to appear on the next episode of Pillow Talk and give a strategy on how to get Dr. Evil out of here.
I shouldn't act like this is a get since he's my best friend, but he is
Yeah.
he's a very shy man, so
He is a shy man, and he's, for the first time in public, he wants to talk about his issues with Shaq.
he wants to clear the air.
Clear the air. So, not a heavy not a threat, a promise. The general, next week. The next
Only
topic.
on Pillow Talk.
This ain't your Nana's podcast. Damn it. So,
The first podcast of 2019.
the first podcast of 2019. Anyway, so I have an issue with your grocery shopping, Uncle Howard.
Yes, let's hear it, boy.
So the state of the bed, of the king size bed, is fine, but our fridge, our normal size fridge, that's only about close to 2 feet, but not really. Where are the
Never
hungry
been
men?
better.
You haven't bought me any hungry men
I've been buying you hungry boy meals.
I ain't a boy, I'm a man.
Well, you don't eat like a man, you eat like a boy.
How so?
Till you can prove to me you can eat man-sized meals, you get boy-sized.
I want the
entrees.
Deadpool devour frozen TV dinner and a hungry man, or at least Boston Market.
You think what I want to see is I want you to put away a Marie Callender meal.
What's that?
Marie Callender, she makes the best frozen meals there are in all the land.
So there's the penguin in the kids' cuisine, but I'm a big boy. I'm a man now.
Well, okay, then how about a Stouffer's?
Stofers?
Stouffer's.
What's Stoufers?
It's like Stouffer's, but where there's 2 U's instead of just 1.
Grief. Good grief, Uncle Howard. I just want to eat like a normal growing man. You know? I want normal. I want to defrost my brownies. I want, meatloaf as the main dish.
Hey, if this is the State of the Union, then that means it's a democracy thing. So why don't we let the bedheads decide? We'll make a poll.
Can I get real TV dinners? Yeah.
On
all right.
Twitter, can Franklin start getting big boy meals?
Yes.
Follow me at Miata Guy for you. I'll post that poll, and then you can see.
I have more followers, actually.
Yeah, but okay, fine. You post it.
Is that what's been upsetting you lately? The
That's-
fact that I may have a Doughboys appearance coming
Yeah,
up.
It does upset me because I feel like as soon as you get on Doughboys, you just might kind of forget who your old uncle was, and you
No.
might not be on the
No.
billet anymore, and
No.
I'm gonna really miss you.
Oh, Howard, I would never do that to you. I mean,
Do you
first
promise?
I promise. For starters, those guys can really put down some food. Let me tell you.
Yeah, they're big boys.
They're in hog heaven 24/7. You know.
Wild, and we're not talking wild hog heaven.
We're not talking about wild hogs either. We're not talking Tim Allen, friend of the show,
No.
and Martin Lawrence, John Travolta. Who's the other guy?
William H. Macy plays a
Yeah.
perv.
He's a perv looking at internet porn in a cafe here, but no.
Turn the sound off.
Man, I would love. The Doughboys really appreciate. The Doughboys had the Sklar brothers on, and they didn't even ask him anything about Wild Hogs too.
It's pathetic.
It was pathetic. Look, I am gonna be on the Doughboys, but you know what the Doughboys, the opportunity it offers. This opens the floodgates for guys like you and me to be on there and
Regular
destroy
Joes.
it, like the lethal injection of poison, like the NWO was
We're gonna
when
take
the
it
WWE.
down from the inside.
Take them down from the inside, assuming they don't listen to this, which
Just
they
like
don't.
QAnon is taking down the Clintons.
I've been calling him Quanon this whole time.
Quanon.
Quanon. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that was how it was pronounced.
I don't know. Maybe I think I'm a QAnon.
I think you're right. I think it's
Quanon.
it's an southern name. It's pronounced Quanon.
Does he have a Twitter or something?
I don't know.
They
I
should
don't.
get like the Incognito Man Twitter.
Oh,
Just like as the icon.
QAnon is. What if QAnon is behind incognito mode?
Damn, then he knows exactly what we're jerking off to then.
Yeah, that would be a real shame.
That's a pretty. That man, the goddamn Incognito Man, he knows some shit.
That is the man who watches.
That's the man who watches. He's seen some unspeakable shit. That is for sure. So no, my Doughboys appearance, yes, is for public image, but then we destroy it from the inside, and as soon as you know it, the show struggles so much they gotta ask the Joke Man to be on. Oof.
Oh, if we could get Joke Man to be on the Doughboys, we would forever destroy their credibility.
That'd be the lethal amount of poison to get the rogue comic, the Puerto Rican Dice Man, on a family-friendly show like the Doughboys, because they are pretty family-friendly. I'll give them that. I can respect their morals, but I can't respect the Joke Man's morals or lack thereof.
I can't respect morals.
Oh God, Uncle Howard, really? You can't respect morals?
No.
Isn't there like a scumbags code you and your bridge friends follow or something?
in today, yeah, well, I do play bridge all the time, but or do you mean we hang out underneath a bridge?
I implied you hung on under the bridge, but yes, that you played as well for some reason.
We play bridge underneath the bridge, and we have no code whatsoever. The only code is, it's like the Game of Thrones: you win or you die.
I've never seen it.
It's history. It's pretty boring.
The olden days. Who gives a heck about that, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Next item on the docket. I need the Miata on a weekday to impress the hot teachers that I need to plow.
Of question. Next point.
Fuck you. We're still negotiating.
You will never get to drive the Miata as long as there is a breath inside my lungs, and I do have an extra lung kept somewhere at a storage facility in Patterson, New Jersey.
Jesus Christ. What kind of fucking plan do you have here? What kind of what's it called? Contingency plan. What kind of contingency plan do you have to live forever?
It's not so much to live forever, it's to keep anybody from ever getting anything of mine, because I always say you won't have it as long as there's a breath within my lungs. So I have a hidden lung to ensure that no one will ever have anything of mine long past I die.
Here's my argument. If I drive that Miata, at some point, I'm making hand sex. I'm getting jerked off, and we all know hand job's one of the 5 sexual positions, meaning I will be a 7-time sex haver. That's historic.
I have the Suicide Squad technology in my Miata, so if you drive it without being authorized, your head explodes.
How do you have the suicide technology, the Infinity Gauntlet, and unlimited power?
First, you get the Infinity Gauntlet. Then, you get
the Suicide
Squad bombs. Sorry, I lost track
Did you put
of
that?
my thought. Then, you get unlimited power.
Wow. Uncle Howard, you have unlimited power, and I guess I can't cross you and steal the Miata at some point.
There is only 1 out of 5 billion possible scenarios where you could get that Miata from
You mean there's only one reality where I steal the Miata and live out of a billion?
That's right.
Like even 1,000 out of a billion, that's not a lot.
No, even 1 out of 1,000 would be a pretty unacceptable odds.
It's pretty bad, man.
Yeah.
Holy cow. In what reality? When's my end game, I suppose, to steal the Miata?
Well, I guess you're gonna have to tune in and find out.
Or I need to go subatomic, like the Ant-Man.
Oh, or what if you could go Captain Marvel? Power.
Oh, yeah. Wouldn't mind that right there.
I just want to say that I think if anybody out there supports women's rights, they owe it to the world to see Captain Marvel.
Do we need to give Captain Marvel the plug right now?
Yeah, let's give a big Captain Marvel plug out there.
I can't wait to see the Skrulls versus the other aliens. And you know what I can't wait to see in Captain Marvel? See that Nana get punched right in the fucking face.
Oh, I didn't even know. Is that in the trailer?
That's in the trailer.
All I saw was her fighting on the edge of a train, but she was holding on like, oh, I'm going to fall off the train. And
no. You and your alien blood is
no, you're the lady who can fly through space, and you're worried
be
about
on fire.
Falling off the fucking J train.
You know, I found an inconsistency. Samuel L. Jackson has hair in that movie. Real life, a regular baldo. That don't make a lick of sense.
Well, that's what they call the magic of cinema.
Okay. See? I don't know these things. You help me out, I help you out.
The magic of Cinemax.
So, alright, so no Miata on the weekday, despite the fact that I could have sex a 7th time guaranteed. You're willing to deprive me of that.
I am. I don't want you to grow too cocky.
Am I going to thread the needle? Am I going to Tokyo drift it or something? Is that what you're concerned about?
I am. I'm afraid you're going to Tokyo drift your chances of ever having a meaningful relationship away.
Wow. My chances of having a meaningful relationship are Tokyo drifting away.
I need you to understand that meaningless one-time sex is not the way to go.
Who has sex more than once with one person?
A married Mormon.
Ugh. Like Weiger?
Yeah, like Nick
Ugh.
Weiger.
Jeez,
Is he Mormon?
No, it just looks exactly like one.
He does
Should be
look.
saying this.
He does look Mormon.
He does. He does. That's a compliment, man. Those are like,
Those are some of the
they're
most
not ugly people.
They're the most clean cut of all whites.
Look at Mitch Romney.
Look at Mitch Romney. Look at
Tug Romney.
Tug Romney, Trip Palin, and
Trip Palin.
so many others.
Trig Palin.
Trig Palin, Trip Palin, Trap Palin,
Yeah.
Trap House,
That's right.
Chapo Palin,
That's right. And Big Chungus, of course.
and of course Big Chungus.
Lord, see, we're hip with the youth now. We know about Big Chungus.
We're hip to the scene.
We're hip to the bathroom scene, my man.
That's right.
That's right. So I guess the final thing is I want to switch our movie collection from VHS to Blu-ray.
This is an outrage. This will
Come
never
on.
happen. With VHS, you get more warmth in the tones. It's like you're at the movie theater and you're immersed in the experience of the movie.
And is that why you feel the need to pull, and I hate to say it, but a Paul Rubin and pleasure yourself while watching a film on VHS as opposed to Blu-ray, which is actually high definition and the best sound quality you can find?
First of all, I want to say that should also be known as a Fred Willard, because
Fred Willard. Thank you very much for standing up to Pee Wee Herman. That should be known as a Fred Willard as well. What if we as society are going to say, you know what? He didn't pull a Pee Wee Herman. He pulled a Fred Willard, goddammit.
Fred Willard survived completely untouched from
Untouched.
that. It was like nothing ever happened.
No. Like, oh, well, I made a mistake. You know, he didn't even have an answer to it. It's just like, yep, that happened. Oh,
Yeah.
it was the tiki room. What can I tell you?
I was like,
Yeah.
it was just like, who the hell's going to see a porno and not jerking it?
Yeah, amen with that, man. Amen.
You know what? So I would say Fred Willard, #1 friend of the show.
Friend of the show. Yeah, he listens to us with one hand on his iPod Shuffle and the other hand, I don't know where.
Yeah. The man's 95 years old and he takes his precious last moments of life to listen to Pillow Talk.
and jerk off. I mean,
He's jerking off to Pillow Talk at 95.
yeah. Him and Mona, maybe. Mm-hmm. Who's alive and well, you know, geez. You know?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've aired the dirty laundry. We've kind of cleared the air and everything. I still want to open that invitation to fuck Jerry and Michael Richards.
Yeah,
Hear them out.
fuck Jerry is an innocent man, and everyone's accusing him just like they used to accuse the fat Jew.
That's
But,
right.
But let me tell you, first they came for the fat Jew, and I did not speak up, for I was not the fat Jew. And then they
I
came
thought you were
for
going to say for I was not a, which would have been...
not a fat.
Yeah.
I was not a fat Jew.
No.
And then
No.
they came for fuck Jerry, and I did not speak up, for I was not a fuck Jerry.
Now, it's funny when people are like, oh, fuck the fat Jew. Do they realize they're being anti-Semitic?
Yeah, is that why don't
that
people
progressive?
think more? Because where I come from, clap emoji, words, clap emoji,
Clap.
matter, clap emoji.
Yeah. Amen. And on that note, you can find us on social media. I hope there's never a fuck at Bug TV Franklin, because that's how you find me on Twitter or Instagram for whatever reason. Those likes are private. If you want stickers, you could message me or Uncle Howard. We will gladly send you some Pillow Talk stickers for free. But if you want to kick back a donation to help us pay for SoundCloud, that would be much appreciated. You wouldn't even know. Thank you so much. Uncle Howard, where can they find you?
Oh, I'm on Twitter. It's Miata Guy 4U. That's the number 4 and the letter U. As Franklin said, send either of us DMs or just add us or whatever. Just say hi. Come say hi. Who cares? You don't have to do
cares?
anything else. We are on SoundCloud. We're on Stitcher. We're on iTunes. If there's some way to subscribe to us or like us or rate us or tell your friends or who knows, just be nice to us and be our friends. We're trying hard to do something, I guess.
Yeah, be nicer to us.
Be
If you got
nicer
any-
to us.
If you got photos of any babes in bikinis, send them on over. If you have smut, we don't want smut. Joke Man sent me some smut the other day, and I was just like disgusted.
We're looking for pictures of Andrea Barber looking fairly chaste.
Right, and Beverly D'Angelo as well.
Yes.
Yeah, some Beverly D'Angelo. And if you don't like Beverly D'Angelo, Uncle Howard, what can these people do?
I was thinking they could maybe go fuck themselves.
I concur.